The founder of Prudence Healthcare Foundation and an instructor with the American Heart Association. I'm also a clinical instructor that trains in life support skills. Now, Prudence Healthcare Foundation is an NGO, a non-governmental organization that is committed to reducing deaths from sudden cardiac arrest and stroke in Nigeria through life-saving skills training. We also do research and advocacy. We also conduct health screenings and engagement for populace at different locations, just like we're doing. We all know that cardiac arrest can happen anywhere, at any time, to anyone, mindless of the person's status, the person's perceived health condition. So, having known that, we find ways or prefer ways to actually help save these lives, because the Nigerian victims or the Nigerian patients are what is saved. So what we encourage people to do is having the requisite skills and equipment to be able to handle these life-threatening conditions like cardiac arrest, stroke, heart attack, what we call the coronary artery disease. So we encourage banks to have their staff trained in CPR at least. We also encourage them to have an automated external defibrillator, which is actually a device that is used to shock the heart and restore it back to life, a heart that has stopped beating. Management in Nigeria is questionable in the sense that what is the trend that happens? When somebody slumps over, people bring out their mobile phones to take selfies and snap the victim and then post on social media. So we are trying to discourage the use of all those. We are trying to encourage them to use their hands more to push on the chest rather than using it for the photographs. When somebody slumps or the person becomes unresponsive, by unresponsive I mean the person is not talking to you even after trying to rouse the person is not communicating, you pinch the person doesn't feel the sensation, and it happens right in your presence. So what we encourage you to do is always reach out for help, call for help. The Lagos ambulance service number is 767 or 112. It's either you call that or you can call somebody who is nearby to come and assist you because you can't do it alone. Ensure that the scene is safe also. So you should have to say, the scene is safe, I know CPR, and then you can start to push on the center of the chest. So it's a very simple technique that anybody, even a child that is in grade 3, can actually perform CPR on an adult victim. A child can perform CPR on his or her father. A man can perform CPR on his wife. Like I said, it can happen anywhere, at any time, and to any person, mindless of the person's status. So why then shouldn't we all learn it? It's a skill we should also learn. Even the banks, the malls should have at least one of the shop. Each shop in the mall should have somebody trained in CPR. At worst, the airports are well equipped with the AED. Now the recommendation here is most of these high traffic places of high human traffic, like the malls, the banks, the schools, the churches, the mosques, they should have AEDs at strategic locations. The Lagos State government also can even kickstart that. Of course, the Center of Excellence, so they can actually make it, they could start it up, and then you see that other states will take over. every location, every local government should have at least one automated external defibrillator at strategic location where people will know that it is available there to use. And that is what is happening in, that's what's obtainable in Western world, and that is the reason why they save a whole lot of lives. One can actually learn CPR anywhere. Now, these days we have a lot of resources even on YouTube. You have them online. One can just, at the comfort of your home, learn these skills. But if you really want a formal learning, where an instructor-led video-directed learning, then you could actually, you can reach out to us or follow us on our social media handles. Prudent Healthcare Foundation is always there to guide you and to train you. And it's something, it's a skill that everybody has to learn. I've trained my family members, I've trained my church members, my community, I've trained them because I could be the victim and I need somebody to also help save my life. The CPR training can take as little as 1 hour to learn the skill. You don't need the whole day to learn the skill. It's just a skill that one can learn even at the comfort of your home. So even 1 hour is enough. Like what we did today, we had what we call the CPR for family and friends. We have the CPR for healthcare professionals, that is the basic life support. For nurses, doctors, paramedics, pharmacists, we have heart saver courses for engineers and other safety professionals. Then we have CPR for family and friends, which is mostly for nannies, grandparents, for parents, for family members. That's why it is called CPR for family and friends. We also have the CPR for students. That is CPR in schools. It is for students. So CPR, the American Heart Association have been able to make these courses very interesting to understand and easy to learn also. So one doesn't need the whole day to learn it. 1 hour is just perfect to learn the skills of saving one's loved one.